Everyone. Today we are going to learn a new chapter in history subject, lesson number 6, empowerment of women and other weaker sections. What do you mean by empowerment? Empowerment means when we give authority to someone to do something, and empowerment of women means it is a process of uplifting women or empowering them. As we all know, women participated and played an important role in the post independence period. In this chapter 2, we shall learn about the various movements in which women participated and also the laws enacted for women and other weaker sections. When we study about the condition of women in India, we realize that they face lot of difficulties because of male centered mentality. As we all know, all the men don't have the equal mentality. And so, because of this, there are some women who face lots of difficulty. But though we know that the women are strong and they face all these difficulties. Now, Vinoba Bhave made use of women power in the Bhudan movement. Vinoba Bhave, also known as Acharya, was born on 11 September 1895. He was an advocate of non-violence and human rights. Not only this, he was a great follower of Mahatma Gandhi. Now, he started this Bhudan movement. Now, what do you mean by Bhudan? Bhudan means a land given as a gift. And why did he start this movement? He started this movement because in the post-independence period, there were many people who were poor. And so he wanted to do something for him. That is why he initiated this Bhudan movement, and his only aim was that the wealthy landowners who are having sufficient of land, they should give at least little bit of the land to the poor people so that they can earn some money and feed the family members. Now, women participated and played a very significant role as they carried this message of Bhudan to all the parts of India. Not only this, women also challenged the rule of Nizam. As we all know, that after the independence, a part of Hyderabad, Telangana, was under the rule of Nizam, and he was not ready to merge his state with independent India. And so this time, he started the armed struggle against Indian government. But the women, they came together, they took part in this Telangana pleasant armed movement, and soon the part was free from Nizam rule. Now, as the region also became free from the bonded labor, women also found freedom from this torment. Torment means mental and physically suffering that they were going through. Okay, they also found that they are free from all this torment. Now, manifestation of women power. What do you mean by manifestation? Manifestations means a clear evidence that something is there in this world. As we know that the power of women is really there in this world. Okay, so let us see and let us learn this new paragraph, that is manifestation of women power. In 1972, as the Diwali festival was just approaching, commodities like oil, ghee, rava, kerosene, they became very expensive. Now, as we all know that in Diwali festival, we make lots of sweets, and to prepare the sweets, we need the ingredients like oil, ghee, rava, maida, kerosene. Okay, and suddenly this all the commodities, they became very expensive. Now, the women who are managing with the household expenses, it was very difficult for them to manage with the household expense because it's all the commodities became very expensive. And so, under the leadership of Reenal Gore, women in Mumbai participated in a demonstration that came to be known as the Latne Morcha. Now, Latne means a rolling pin. We use the rolling pin to make chapatis, to make paratha, correct? So, this women, they came outside of the house taking this rolling pin in their hand. In this morcha, women came together bandishing their rolling pins. Bandishing means waving something in anger. So they came out of the house with this rolling pin in the hand and they were waving this rolling pin in anger, telling the government to reduce the price of the commodities. Soon they got success and public got a glimpse of the power of women. Now next is the Chipko movement. Women also participated in this movement called movement. Now, in 1973, what was happened was some people were trying to cut down the trees in the foothills from the forest in the foothills of the Himalayas, and they were cutting it down for their own commercial purpose. Chandri Prasad Bhatt and Sundarlal Bahugana, they started with this Chipko movement. And now women also took part in this. In this Chipko movement, they wanted to spread the message that the people who were cutting down the trees for their own commercial purpose, they need to stop cutting down the trees. Okay, now the women came together and followed the strategy of holding hands and encircling each tree, showing that they are protecting the tree by embracing it or by hugging it. In the picture also, if you can see that there are some women, okay, they are standing close to the tree, holding each other's hand and encircling the tree. Gaura Devi was an activist who created this awareness among the women with the help of Sudesha Devi and Bachani Devi. Now, let us study about the anti-liquor movement. In 1992, in Andhra Pradesh, a movement was started against drinking of alcohol. This movement received a good response in other states too. This movement also got support of anti-Iraq movement in Andhra Pradesh. Now what was happening is, this Iraq dealers, they had set up a shop in every town, in every village. So the poor section of the people used to go and drink liquor from this shop. Some of the people used to drink a lot of liquor and they used to die. Now, as we all know, when the head of the family dies due to drinking of too much liquor, then the whole family suffers, especially the woman. Because now, after the death of the husband, the woman has to deal and take care of the family. And if the woman is not earning, then the full family has to deal with extreme poverty and sorrow. So it was ultimately the woman who was suffering. Now, some people took the initiative and they started a literacy program. And they were running this literacy program in all the villages of the state. Sitama Katha, that is Sita story, was narrated to the people to create awareness among the people of the villages so that they ban alcohol from the village. And in 1992, what happened was, 3 youth of Dubanganta village of Nirol district in Andhra Pradesh got drowned in the lake, and afterwards it was found that they died due to drinking of too much of liquor. Now this news spread everywhere and people were very upset. So the women who suffered, they came outside of the village, they came together and they forced to close the liquor shops. News spread all over and the government had to adopt a strict policy against the sale of alcohol. So here also we see the power of women, that they came together and they closed the shops. Now, till now we studied about the Bhudan movement. Then we studied about the Lathne Morcha. Then we studied about the Chipko movement. And now we just finished about anti-liquor movement. Now the remaining part of the lesson we will do in our next video.